Yeah, so we're streaming live right now. It's just taking a moment to get over there. I just have to mute it here. Awesome. Okay, so we are live, and I have with me the beautiful Annie. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the group.
Hi, my name is Annie, and I've been working with Deborah for 7 weeks now, so hoping to share some of my experiences and give you guys kind of an idea of what we do and just have
Yeah,
fun.
awesome. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the group.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yay. So we'll just go ahead and get started. We'll keep this nice and short and sweet. So tell us, where were you 2 months ago when we first met, or right before we first met?
So when I first called you, I was pretty much out of hope for my relationship. It was more like, how do I move on from this? How do I deal with the fact that there's nothing left there? I was like in panic mode trying to hold on to everything. And yeah, I was pretty much thinking that there was nothing left to save.
Yeah, I remember that because I had sent you an email like the day before our enrollment call, and you were like, I don't know. I don't think there's any relationship to save, and I don't think there's any point. And so I had to kind of, talk you back from the ledge and say, okay, let's still have our conversation because I'm pretty sure we can work things out. So tell us, how have things changed now that you have gone through this process?
So the biggest change has been in myself. I have been able to step back from the relationship, breathe, work on me, work on myself and my perception of the relationship. I know myself better. I'm more calm. Biggest change has been the enjoying the journey, learning how to enjoy the journey, because life's always a journey. There's always going to be stuff coming at you. And if you don't learn how to just breathe and have fun with it and learn from it, it can be very long, stressful life. So biggest change is like, I'm allowed to make mistakes. I can breathe. I can have fun with things and support. And I have support now, which is like key. That's biggest change. I don't feel alone anymore.
Yes, this is so big. And this is one thing that does separate this process from like going to therapy, because you go for an hour and then you're back home by yourself for the whole week.
Yep.
And then even when you go, you're talking about stuff that's like depressing you. So sometimes you leave the therapy depressed, more depressed than when you went in.
Yes.
So it's like it's just enough to stir everything up, but not enough to actually solve the problem. So this is a process. The thing is, it's not something that you have to do any of this alone. You always have the support of a mentor and now community, not just you by yourself.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So yeah, you mentioned that, but is there anything else that stood out to you as being the best part of this process?
Actually, when you're talking about counseling, like what I love about this is you're not meditating on and digging up all this bad stuff and dwelling on it. This is a positive approach. You're like having fun with it. You're positive. You're looking forward. You're thinking about all the good things that could happen, and you're like digging that up. And so your mindset, when you're thinking about all the things that are wrong versus your mindset when you're focused on let's win, let's just get to where we want to go, is so different. It's so like, that's the shift right there, is where it's like you're going for your ideal relationship. You're not just trying to like survive your next day.
Yes. It's so you're coming from that space of really understanding and connecting back with what's really important to you. It's just a whole different vibration, right? It just feels different. Life feels different when you do this. So that's great. So what would you want the women here in the group who want to turn their relationship right now around, turn it around? What would you want them to know?
Number one, get your hopes up. Don't, like I was saying, don't think about how you're going to survive. I would say like what you want is out there. Like it's in you, it's in him. You guys had it at one point. It's something, it's like, remember why you're with him and think about the best version of him, the best version of you, and go from that place. Don't operate from a place of being broken or in a bad place. That would be, it's just thinking back to when I started, it's like, there's hope, don't lose your hope and think big. Think about like, what do I really want? Not what do I think I can have? Like the highest relationship is out there. Like, go for it. Don't be afraid.
No, I love that, because this whole concept of, like, it's a similar question when people say, well, what can I afford? It's the same kind of thing. Well, it's like, well, what is realistic given this set of circumstances? I'm like, no, don't set your goals based on your circumstances. You let your circumstances match your goals.
Yes.
Don't short. So now I know, because we're still, and this is a process. It's a natural process. So you can't rush it. You can't force it. So I know right now you still haven't gotten to the place where you're in your ideal space with your partner. But tell me, what do you think is the next step for you in this process?
I'm going to keep going with the program. Like next week will be my final unit. So I'll be done graduating out of it next week. But it's like, no, I'm still going to be involved in it and invest in. It's like the videos I'm going to be watching them all the time, participating with the group, like deepening this whole thing, making it more effortless, like just making it so much a part of me. And then the step after that is to give it back, like pay it forward. I want to help other people. It's just, I have such a heart to see people in their ideal relationship that it's like, I can't not make that a next step. It's like, okay, I have it now. Who else can I help?
Yeah.
Their ideal relationship.
So it doesn't sound like you're super torn up that the reason why you came into the program has not fully been realized yet. I'm not hearing you broken up about it.
I have ups and like, there are days when I say, why aren't we just there yet? But the thing that I'm living now that I wasn't 2 months ago is the hope that it will get back there. Like, because I lost the person he fell in love with. And that's where it was like the relationship fell apart, but I wasn't me anymore. I was like, I didn't know that she was still in there. It was like, okay, the woman he fell in love with, I don't know who I am anymore. I'm trying to get him back. He can feel the pressure of me trying. And it's like, I just knew he just needed a pressure-free place to figure his own stuff out. And now that he has that, I'm just like, I know, like, I feel like it's already there. I'm just kind of waiting on the manifestation of it.
Yes.
But I don't feel like there's a lose. I feel like it's win-win. It's like, if the worst thing that ever happens out of this is that I found my joy and I found myself again, it's like, you can't go wrong with that. But I'm still expecting. I just expect things are going to turn out the way they're supposed to, because I have my hope again. So
yeah. That's really, really important, because with these kinds of dynamics, especially when things get toxic, they don't turn around perfectly overnight. And I say this all the time, because people are expecting, okay, like I've gone through this thing and then everything is just going to come back to, I've put forth effort, or I've been working on it. So it's supposed to just miraculously, just all the problems are supposed to go away. It doesn't work like that. Right. But the fact of the matter is that you're no longer alone, and you're going to continue going through this process. You're going to see those results. You've already started to see those results with him. It's already started to make that shift. And that's the beauty of what we're doing, because it's not something that's like a quick fix and then it's torn apart. We're doing it holistically so that long term you have exactly what you want. You're not settling for something that you don't want.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. So just as a reminder for everyone here in the group, so as Annie said, she's going to still be in the group there. We have a community. The community is not going anywhere. So it's not like something where you are just getting mentored by me and then after, a couple months you're just dropped. That's not how it works. It's you get a chance to be a part of an amazing community. So you have support going forward. And that's something that I haven't really shared here in the group yet. So this is a chance to do that. And the reason I'm sharing it now is because I'm going to be in a conference all weekend long. And I wanted to give everyone the opportunity to have the time to be able to schedule an appointment to enroll, because once we get started next week, it's going to be fast and furious, right, Annie?
Yes.
It's fast and furious. It's very intense, but it's designed to get you results quickly. And it's designed to be something that truly solves the problem and doesn't just kind of band-aid over it. So thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your experience. I don't know, let me look. I should look because I'm not looking at Facebook. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments below, and I'm sure Annie will be happy to answer your questions if you have any. But that being said, everyone's experience of this process will be different because we're all coming from different places. We all have different levels of focus, different interests, different everything. So just because it worked one way for her doesn't mean that's going to be the exact same for you. But she can definitely give you input as to how her experience was. So thank you so much, Annie. I really appreciate you doing this and sharing your time with the ladies here in the group. I know that they appreciate it as well.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. All right, so much love, and so you won't see me next week because I'll be on my route back home from out of state. So it'll be probably later on next week. I'll do a quick Facebook Live, but it won't be on Monday. So just let everyone know. All right, much love. Bye.